x plus 1 and x plus 9.
Very good. X plus 1 and x plus 9. We check. X squared, correct. 9x plus 1x, correct. 1 times 9, 9. Perfect. Let's work on the next one. This requires attention. It's a trinomial, but it's not in descending order. So we have to rearrange it first. And then we have to decide what to do.
S squared minus S minus 56.
Yes, so the first step must be S squared minus S minus 56. Special product, so it's in descending order, no greatest common factor, no negative leading coefficient. There is no special product here because this is negative and it's not a perfect square. And 1 is the leading coefficient. So what do we do? Can anyone give us the sum? So we're looking for two numbers whose sum is and whose product is. The product is?
Negative 56.
Indeed. Since the product is negative, we're looking for a positive and a negative. And the sum is?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So therefore, the factored form would be, after we find those numbers, obviously the negative number has to be more powerful than the positive one because the sum is negative.
S minus 8, S plus 7.
S minus 8 and S plus 7. Of course, perfect. S squared, positive 7S minus 8S. Negative 8 times 7 is negative 56. Perfect. Good. Going back. Here it is. Good. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same. Okay. Okay.
Could you do 20?
Yes,
Thank you so much.
of course. In total, we have 2x to the third minus 22x squared minus 120x. Good. Good. It's a trinomial. It's in descending order. Greatest common factor? Yes. So what is the greatest common factor here?
2x.
Very good. What is left in parentheses? Remember, we started with 3 terms. I have to have 3 terms in parentheses. Good. So what are those 3 terms?
X squared minus 11x minus
60.
60.
Perfect. Good. Now we continue looking at this. And we know that if this is factorable, there is no special product, then we're looking for 2 numbers whose product is and whose sum is.
Product of negative 60, sum of negative 11.
Very good. Since the product is negative, we expect the positive and the negative. Since the sum is negative 11, we expect the negative number to be more powerful. So, what do you think? So here's the thinking process here with 60. 2 times 30. 2 times 50. That's one of the reasons why we discussed the prime factorization and the prime factorization tree. 3 and 5. So now I have to massage, if you want, these 4 somehow and use all of them and get 2 numbers so that the difference is negative 11. And look at this and look at this.
15 and negative 4.
Exactly. So it's negative 15 and positive 4 because the sum is negative 11.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So the product is correct, and now the sum is correct. So therefore, I continue to copy 2x in front. And now I know how to completely factor this.
X plus 4, X minus 15.
X plus 4 and x minus 15. Any questions on this problem? Anybody, any questions? Okay, let's continue then. This was 20, 21. Okay, let's also work on 21. 2x squared plus 2x minus 40. 1 minute. Yep, also and 5x cubed minus 15x squared plus 10x. I'm just looking to see if there is anything else that's the same. That's the same. They're just changing the variable. These are all the same. So let's work on 2x squared plus 2x minus 40. Yeah, actually on 28, I like to look at 28. Leave x squared minus 12x minus 36. At least this book says something about the negative leading coefficient, so that's something. It makes me happy. Okay, what do we need to do first in 2x squared plus 2x minus 40? Always. Remember the strategy. It's a trinomial. It's in descending order. Greatest common factor? Yes. Which is?
2x.
Just 2 on the first one. Good. So we have 2. And then, what is left in parentheses? Okay. So I just, as you saw me looking at what was left, so okay, so we selected a few questions. Okay, I just wanted that to be, okay. So then here we have x squared plus x minus 20. Do we know how to factor x squared plus x minus 20? The sum is 1 and the product is negative 20.
X plus 5, X minus 4.
Do you all agree with x plus 5, x minus 4? So we have x squared minus 4x plus 5x, that's correct. Positive 5 times negative 4, that's correct. Okay, let's write the next problem now. 5x cubed minus 15x squared plus 10x. 5x cubed minus 15x squared plus 10x. It's a trinomial, it's in descending order. Greatest common factor. Never ever skip the strategy. Never ever skip the strategy. Any step in the strategy. You're making your life more difficult if you do.
5x.
Very good. So that's 5x. What is left in parentheses? Remember, we started with a trinomial. We have to have a trinomial in parentheses.
X squared minus 3x plus 10, or 2.
Good. Perfect. So now, remember, we are looking for two numbers whose product is and whose sum is.
Both are negative.
The sum is -3, and the product is
2.
2. We always start with this thinking process. We always start with the product. The product is positive, which means both have to be either positive or negative. Both the same sign. But since the sum is negative, we cannot have negative numbers. We cannot have positive numbers. They both have to be negative.
2.
2 and 1. So then we know. So the sum is indeed -3, and the product is indeed 2. Both check. So then 5x, and then how do we write the final answer?
X minus 2, x minus 1.
Exactly. X minus 2, x minus 1 in any order. It doesn't matter. You can have x minus 1 times x minus 2. Good. The next one in line. So let's work on this one for a minute. -x squared minus 12x minus 36.
Factor out the -1.
Yes, we have to factor out -1, and we get x squared plus 12x plus 36. And then we are looking for two numbers whose product is and whose sum is. Indeed, this is absolutely
Product of 36, sum of 12. Which is 6 and 6.
so careful. So the product
That's the perfect square.
the product is 36 and the sum is 12. If we should always consider that, so that will be -x plus 6 squared, indeed, as long as the middle term here, which is 2 times the first times the second, which is 12x, is indeed that. So that's the factor form. Correct.
Well, yeah, yep. English number. Yep.
Okay. Good. One more problem we selected here. So this is -x to the third plus x squared plus 30x. Let's work on this problem for a minute. And then we move on to the next practice section. What will you do first? Can anyone just put us on the right track?
Factor out -x.
Yes, you must factor out -x first. That is a must. Otherwise, you understand how difficult this would be if you don't. Absolutely. Good. Good. So, what do we do next?
X squared minus x
X squared x and 30 right now.
Good.
minus 30.
Good. So then we have x squared minus x and minus 30. Perfect. So now we are looking for two numbers whose product is and whose sum is.
Product of -30.
Yes,
-1.
exactly. Because the product is negative, we know immediately that one has to be positive, one has to be negative. Since the sum is negative, the negative number has to be more powerful. And the numbers are
-6 and 5.
-6 and 5. So then the factor form is negative x, x minus 6, and x plus 5. So when you multiply, x squared minus 1x and minus 30. This is it. Now you understand why, because we already looked at one application, why this has to be changed into this in order to solve an equation. If I don't know how to factor this, and I have set it equal to 0, I will not be able to solve it. Although, as I promised, I will show you a little help.
It's so weird for me because my brain doesn't process things as quickly. So it's like we're going in reverse on the equation, and that takes my brain a little while to pick up on.
But it should. Nobody was born knowing these things. We all have to practice and practice and practice. No one knew this. You will, and you will get very comfortable with it as long as you take your time and you do all those practices. And mark down any problem that you want to work on Tuesday. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is a little bit more human. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, you will be patient enough to do that. Okay, factoring by grouping. This is the easiest of all, as you've noticed. So 3x squared minus 18x plus x minus 6. Good. So let's take a moment. Always cover up the last two. It's a safety step. And I'm not kidding. It's a safety step till you become experts in factoring. So what will you factor out of the first two? 3x. And what is left in parentheses?
X. Oh, 6.
But minus.
6x minus 6x.
We can't. Always take a moment. 3x times x, that's it. 3x times this, that's it.
Yeah, I see it.
Now you have to copy it first.
Okay.
Then we need a sign and a factor, whatever it is. So that it works. Otherwise, it will not. And it has to be there. I cannot just put a 5 in there because I want to. So this times this is this. This times this is that. What can it be? First of all, what is the sign? It has to be plus, because only plus times x will be this, and plus times -6 will be that. So it has to be plus. And what is the factor? What do I multiply x by to get x? Exactly. But I have to have something. If I don't put something, I will definitely mess it up. So now what is the common factor that I have to pull out? It's right there. It screams back at us.
Is it 1? Is it
Okay, I forgot to underline it. Okay, let me underline it.
Oh, so it's not 1, maybe it's x.
I underlined the factor that we see is the same factor in both terms. It's underlined.
Okay, so take out. Okay, so x minus 6.
Of course.
Okay,
Now it's out. What is left?
1.
No, there are two
3x
terms.
plus 1.
There are two terms. I cannot pick and choose. Something must be left over from the first term and something must be left over from the second term.
Okay, okay, hold on, let me write that down.
Now let's check. X times 3x, 3x squared. X times 1 is x. Negative 6 times 3x is negative 18x. Negative 6 times positive 1 is negative 6. Okay? Any questions?